In this video, I'm going to attempt to survive 200 days in hardcore Minecraft. This is what I was able to do in 100 days of hardcore Minecraft, and I'm interested to see what 200 days will look like. But before we do, here are some of the things we did in 100 days. I equipped myself with full diamond armor, had an intense battle with the Ender Dragon, crafted a netherite sword and pickaxe, and defeated the Wither. So, I mean, with that being said, here are some things I want to try and achieve in 200 days. I want to obtain enough ancient debris to turn all of my tools into netherite. And well, of course, if we are going to craft all of our tools into netherite, we are going to need the best of the best enchantments. So I guess I'll add that on the list as well. Another thing I want to do is get enough valuables to build a full max level beacon. And the final thing I want to do is defeat an ocean monument. But apart from that, let the 200 days begin. Our journey begins directly from where we last left off. I was back on my island, and the first thing I decided to do was go and say hi to my cows. I was really hoping they would be excited to see me, and well, to my surprise, they were over the moon. As cool as it was to look around my island again and even say hello to my cows, I couldn't let that distract me from what really needed to be done on day 101. I knew as soon as I was diving back in to do another 200 days, I would need villagers, and I would need a lot of them. So I checked my chest and saw I only had one piece of iron. I would need iron for a bunch of rail carts to be able to transport the villagers all the way over from the village to my base. It would be a very difficult task to do, but it was needed. I mined in one straight line for quite some time, coming across all of the valuables I could think of, but the only thing I needed was iron, so I kept going until I stumbled across an abandoned ravine. I hadn't been here before, but I knew for sure it looked unsafe. As long as I got the iron I needed and got out of there, I would be fine, right? Well, that's what I thought. Until, as I was mining for the iron, strange creatures were trying to run at me and attack me. I was able to fend them off for a while and get the iron I needed, but something unimaginable happened. A brand new enemy I hadn't seen before. The flying creeper. And it wasn't only one flying creeper. To my surprise, there was two of these things. I need to get this iron, and I have to get out of here. Oh, this is dangerous. I knew I had to get the iron quick, but I just couldn't help myself. There was too many diamonds. Yes, we got more diamonds. With the power of Fortune 3, I was quickly able to turn these 2 diamonds into 3, and I was able to get all the iron I needed. I checked my inventory and saw that I had stacks on stacks of iron, so I decided to leave it there and go home for day 101. I was so happy to be back on my island, and I got a good night's rest ready for day 102. Surprisingly, day 102 was a lot less action-packed than day 101. I pretty much chopped trees until the sun set, and I got a bunch of sticks ready to craft all of the rails I would need. It became nighttime really quickly, so I headed back to my base and got ready for day 103, where I basically spent all of my gold and all of my iron on rails. I then equipped my elytras and went flying out to find the village again. I sort of knew where it was, so I headed in the direction to find the village, and there it was. I was inside the village and I prepared the rails. I didn't have enough rails to go straight to my base, so I did have to keep going back, destroying rails and pretty much reusing them. This took ages. Now, getting the villagers back to my base actually took a lot longer than I expected, and the reason for that is because every time I accidentally broke the minecart or something, the villagers did not want to cooperate. They would run as far away from the minecart as possible, and it was getting really hard to keep them under control. But when I was bringing the villagers back to my base, one of them wanted to speak to me and tell me about something. I found this rather interesting, and I guess I'll tell you guys what he wanted me to tell you about, so here we go. He told me to tell you guys how there is only a limited time left on the Halloween event on my server. So guys, if you haven't already joined, make sure you do so, because when this event ends, there will be a brand new one, and I'm sure you guys don't want to miss out. So join the survival experience right now. But without further ado, let's get these villagers back to my base. Now, another thing I will add on getting these villagers back to my base, there was so many mobs on the way, and seeing as I didn't bring a bed with me, the mobs were getting out of control. But thankfully, by day 107, I was able to get all the villagers down in my base. I was super excited, and all of that hard work was
Cinco. Cinco.
Over. I didn't have to go back to the village ever again. I could breed the villagers right here. I was super happy until this happened. No, no, no! Oh no.